What is up, D-Town RCers? Today I'm going to let you kind of check out this RC crawler park 3D print files that we got going on here for our mini crawlers. I'm going to get you set up here. Kind of check this out. I don't know if anybody's seen these for your mini crawlers or not. They're really really cool actually. They were meant for the 1/24ths. Because you can see like some of the bridges are like set up just for these guys. But I really like running these 30s on here. It's freaking awesome. It really is. So let me just fire them up, run around real quick, and I'll kind of show you, what I do to get them where they're at. It's like these obviously have been painted up, and let's see, I don't think this is even plugged in. Give me a minute. Oh goodness. Whew. All right, who unplugged this thing? Oh yeah, I did. Radio on. Jeep. Engage. It always takes just a sec. Kick on. Bam. These things, I mean, $100, dude. I recommend them. When they first came out, I'm like, yeah, no, not gonna happen, right? But for these courses here, holy smokes, you pick your lines just right, and they're just awesome to watch articulate through these courses. Does not make that bridge. You can go in between it. Oh yeah. Yeah, we set you up some lines, race them around, yada yada yada. Here we come up over the big bridge. We can kind of see this one. Hope I don't fall off now that I got all this stuff ready to go. No edits. No edits. No edits. All right, so I fell off. It's really narrow when you got this little guy up here. And I'm across the table. Anyway, so we have to put a filler piece in here. He's not wide enough to make that. You can barely see him in there. Yeah. Let me get my one-hand driving on here. Oh yeah, see, I can't do it. Yeah, I can. Yeah, I can. Get her done. Yeah, we'll make one more pass over the course here, and I'll kind of show you just how I do these. Just hop over there. Get you some of that. Oh, some guy used to say that. I don't remember who it was. Oh, so this plate here, this tall peak, it's actually the same one there. It's one of the harder ones to get over, especially with the bigger trucks, because they just hang up. Oh man, all the flex in the world. When in doubt, throttle out. So yeah, you can see these things are awesome for these little guys, and it's a lot more, right? Like these guys, you can almost just drive over everything, especially on these courses, 3D print them. Which, I mean, I still love these trucks, don't get me wrong. But, so what makes these, in my opinion, really cool is how they lock together. I'm like, right on. This is actually the hardest one, because these spin, and I mean, they fall out, right? And they're really hard to get across these without messing up. So you can take them off. They work just as good with the rocks, but any of them come apart like a dang puzzle and put it wherever you want to create what you want. The boy wanted more of these little 4 rock plates just so I had like a large area just to drive through and kind of watch articulation. And you got these really small rumble plates that I just stuck under the bridges. And you can shrink the bridge down, doesn't have to be that big, but you can change out these guys. Really cool. And yeah, so we'll go up and just do a quick run through of the making of one. All right, ladies and germs, we are gonna go into the laboratory. Here we go. Oh yeah, buddy. Nothing good can come of this. So, yeah, just a quick peek. Some of my older stuff, minus the Hypergo. And that guy hiding out. My 2 old nostalgia trucks there that I love. Got a Nyko and a Tyco, I believe. No, they're both Nikos. Nico Lobos. Nico? Well, I don't know. We're going to get this guy fired up right quick. And we're going to come over yonder. Sorry about that. Watch my code. Nailed it. First try. Okay. So we're going to get this thing fired up. Let's see what we got going on over here at the printer. Well, bam! First try, know what I mean? Alright. So these crawler plates, most of these files, as far as I know, are on the Maker World for Bamboo Studios. You just punch in your RC crawler park. Let's do that. Oh, can't do anything. Excuse me, I hunt and peck, and I also hold the phone while I'm doing this. And I cannot type. But anyways, here's a couple. See, rock formation. All these RC crawler park, man. Whoever started this, thank you very much. You guys, and then the community has gotten behind it, and they just make their own plates, and so now it's almost an endless deal, you know what I mean? Kind of look around, you can pick it. They have like more geometric type things. Like here's a pit, stones, rocks. There's another rocks, one with tires on it. You gotta paint them or do your own printing in the, you know, set your colors for everything. Depends what you got. So yeah, there's a whole bunch of these guys, man. This one's huge. Like, look at this thing. Look at that. So anyways, there's a bunch out there. You know, huge shout out to all these people. It's an incredible thing. It really is, because I can't do that. I can find it and I can print it, and that's about it. These are little edge plates, just transitionals, so they go on the edges, make them look pretty, you know, not just like a puzzle piece. And yeah, here I have another folder with all the rock stuff in it. We'll pull that up. Crawler plates. Rocks. That's what I named it. Now we're gonna wait for a second. So anyways, yeah, we get these things fired up. Get rocking over here in the bamboo. And what I like to do, I don't know if I'm still loading. What the heck's going on here? What I like to do is grab like all my extra rolls of filament, which those are empty, but rolls of filament that are like partials, or I know, you know, it's not going to have a bunch in it. This is a big file. It takes a minute to load. And I'll just print and use up all my extras because I end up painting them anyways. This is ridiculous. Who did this? Go faster. Okay. So which one were we talking about? Here's one's got a couple in the middle. Let me see what's over at the printer. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, you just grab one of these guys. You make sure you're doing like a draft, extra draft, something that's gonna print a little thicker, a little faster. And then make sure you got your colors selected here, which I have all different colors in mine at the moment. So we literally hit slice. It'll get the file ready here in a minute on this guy. And once it's ready, you hit print, and in a couple hours, because I don't think we're gonna do this one. We got one laying over here. A couple hours, you come over, and we get one of these guys. And she's already cooled down. Oh yeah. So as you can see, she's got multicolor to this guy. Which that's fine. So we're gonna go do some painting. So we used up some white, a little bit of purple, and then into the black. And there's the RC crawler part guys right there, plate number 3. A couple of these I noticed when they put the rock file on the plate, it actually pokes out on the sides. Like it just goes through and pokes out. So you have to trim that off or they won't interlock together very well. Like right there's one. So we'll snip that off and go to the garage. All right, now that we got the plate done just a second ago, we're now in the garage, and what we're gonna is we're gonna do some spray painting. I just use normal spray paint. They are for plastic, wood, metal, you know, all that jazz, these guys. So the other plates I did, I kind of had the same style or method, that way they all kind of matched. I mean, these printed in black, so they're just black. That's the edge pieces that I was talking about when we were up there. You can just pop them in, fancy pantsy, make it look nicer. There's corner ones and things like that. What I normally do is I put the little rubber coaster pieces underneath in each corner, just to keep them from walking around too bad on the surface, because normally they'll just slide all over this thing. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and paint all these white ones. There's some of that new stuff. You just see it like bam, bam. Yeah, some of these I did paint the bottom. That one was orange. Sorry about that. But we're gonna paint all these. I'll just do the one for right now, kind of show you what's up. Get us some cardboard set up here on our painting stool. Painting stool. That sounds wrong. Who would paint stool? Anywho, here we go. Pow! So, what we're gonna try this time, we have some of this. It was marked way down. I mean, it's uglier in sin, right? Yeah, anyways. Rock texture. So what I'm gonna try to do, hit it with the primer, and then hit it with this for some extra texture before I shoot the other colors. And I'll just mix these in as I go. I have a dark gray, black, and then purple and green, and then mostly gray. That's about it. This guy. So let's go shoot some primer. Hopefully this ain't too loud. Sounds empty anyways. And I'm gonna take and sit you down so you quit getting motion sickness here. We'll have to be walking around. Watch my professional painting I've got going on here, where I paint my fingers like I did a little bit ago doing the T-Mac. Get my edges. Oh yeah. Get all the innards. Hopefully I don't see the purples and stuff poking out later. Like so. Being black, you can get away with a lot more on top. So we're gonna let that sit for a minute. I'm gonna paint those other ones, and then we'll come back. Holy smokes, guys! I don't know if you've ever used, what is this? The rock textured finish stone, whatever. This stuff is like throwing up confetti out of your nose or something. Look at this. Like, it is nuts. I literally primed it. I'm doing them all. Primed it and then shot this on there. Let me switch hands. Watch this. I've never used it, man. New to the game, I suppose, right? Let's go over here. Right. It's like blam right now. I think I'm gonna just do this to everything though, because I kind of like it. By the time we change the color of it with the other paints we got, let's shoot these things too. Kind of want the texture for our tires to grab onto, right? Oh, it's in the fire, sizzling. But yeah. Anyways, come back and we do some more colors. All right, close enough. I don't like waiting, so I mix in some purple, some green. I probably don't need the purple, but you know, whatever. I like to mix some of them in. I have a brown somewhere. You got the primer on. We just shot that stone texture on. I'm gonna just try to hit the edges with the green. You know, pretend like, oh, there's grass there at some point on this plastic panel. Oh yeah. That's typically it. Just one of them little bands. If I want, you know, the extra little something. I just missed a little purple. I don't even know why. Just because it's in the bucket, you know what I mean? What we do, y'all, put it on your rock. rocks, you leave them gray if you like the gray rocks. You want brown like dirt, I don't know. Do what you want, right? It's a fun thing. Just come in here and pretend like I'm doing it because you can't just froze up. But anyway, usually hit my brown. I usually kind of feather that out into there and then just kind of darken up that green with a little bit of black. Just so it's not so darn bright. We'll have to get that brown fixed and shoot that again. But that's how I do. And I'm really excited about the texture. That actually looks pretty good. All right, D-Town RCers, good morning. I have decided to go ahead and paint all of the plates that I had printed. Redid all of them with the texture paint that I had, and then reshot all the other colors because it's kind of So we're gonna put it back together. I'll just let this run so we can kind of just see how this goes. We'll get this together and then just shoot a little bit of run footage. Call it a day for this guy, right? Set him up kind of sort of how we had her. What a yucky day. It's been yucky for a while around here. Oh no! Alright. Not sure what the best way for my crawlability is. Kind of like that. Sort of just a mogully looking stuff out here, maybe. Maybe. Got more. Thinking we need some more of these. All right. This is all of them for now. I did get a little warpage in the one when I printed it. I messed up, but some of them don't love to go together. That was pretty gnarly. Oh no. Oh, so this rock's hanging off the edge. I gotta trim that one later. Alright, so these just give it that little look of completed finish, polish, whatever you want to call it there. But there you kind of have it. Didn't do anything to the bridge, big bridge. There's that. Let's see if we can run that 30 around here, maybe the 24 as well for a minute. Get these guys fired up. Doing both right now, so you skip ahead if you don't want to wait for me to do this stuff. I get it. I get it. All right. What do we got here? C10. It's a C10, all right. Oh. Yeah, buddy. Alright, we'll just do a couple down and backs, see if we can't make it, right? See what we got in view here. Oh, yeah. Oh, just watch this little guy. This little guy. It's hard to do with one hand. Alright, we're gonna bump. Oh, man. Alright, we'll put you back down. It's hard to do like that. Couple down and back here. Each truck. That same plate is really the same one as this one. It's really hard to get up over that center section of these. Oh man, that is horrible. Give him just a touch. Give him an extra hand, man. It'll be alright. Like I said, this one you kind of skip that part to fit on it, but it's the only one. We did the bridge earlier with this guy, so let's come across here. Oh man! Maybe if I actually took my time right. Pick your line better, dude. Learn how to drive. I had someone tell me that. Crack me up. If I'm trying, I can do a pretty good job. I don't even know what it was about. Oh, it was running a slash of all things. You know, run crawlers, boats, bashers, planes, you name it. Won a couple little events here and there. And the guys are, you don't, you know, online social media don't know you at all. You need to learn how to drive better. Like, okay. You're right, buddy. Look at that. I'm not even picking a line, I'm just running over stuff with this guy. But this is pretty modded little truck. You can hear it, that's not stock, right? This has a Injora brushless system in it. $60 units, outrunner. That's all, but it does a really good job for your slow crawl. It's on 2S at the moment. And these are Injora rims, stock chassis, stock body, just long travel shocks, like for dumb amounts of droop. Look at that, how it falls out. That's just. And the front is the same, but it's got rubber band to help keep her down climbing. But those tires, I think, are just a Pyrax clone. I don't even know if they're not Injora. Yeah, rock crawler tire, that's it. So it's kind of my budget outlaw build, is what you want to call it. See if we can get over that bridge. That was a pain in the butt. Not many cars actually perform better than this one does. That I have anyways. It's different when you go for a full-on build with like no body on the thing versus trying to make it look still like a truck. Oh yeah, that was impressive. That's a really hard line right there. Alright, we'll run her over the bridge and back. Maybe I'll pop the top off this truck and see kind of what I'm running with before we stop this here video. I'm not in position for this at all. Let's see. We'll see if we get her stuck coming back on that. Oh, yeah, these are cool. They roll. They're not located, so if you are off, it's just gonna roll you right off the thing. And these are kind of hard to crawl on the plastic because the grip just isn't there a lot of times. So I feel like that textured paint helps out. Bam, right on. All right, if we want, move this guy a little bit here. I'll let you see kind of sort of what's happening inside this guy. Excuse me. Take the battery out. Run this little 2S on the slider. Oh man, good Velcro, good Velcro. All right. So I just threw a micro flash guy receiver, just taped it right on the transmission because not a lot of flat areas in the truck and places, especially when the body's down. You really only got the little cab there to put stuff in. But little Outrunner brushless. I meant to say Enjoy brushless. Purple Viper. That's what we got. So you can throw this guy on there, right? Those are actually really good. MBL 32 G2 micro brushless. I didn't know. I don't read instructions. We threw it in there and I couldn't get it to work. Obviously, you gotta push and hold the on button for 2 or 3 seconds. Who knew? A lot of them, just on off a quick click or switch or something. Oh no! All right. 1, 2, about 2. Beep beep. 2 cell, ready to rock. Pretty cool. Stock servo in this one too, just aluminum linkage. Stock axles. Like my other trucks are full aftermarket. I did make sliders in the drive shafts because I feel like those are one of the things that break on these a lot. So your drive shafts. These ones, not your differential gears, but a lot of the other ones are diff gears. But, so there it is. I hope you guys enjoyed kind of seeing the track, kind of a little bit of, how to make them, how to put them together, where I get it, that kind of thing. And I'm hoping to fill out the rest of this table at least towards the edge here. Make a nice square. So, that's going to take some more filament. But either way, appreciate everybody out there. Go out, play with RCs, have a good one. Thank you.